Hey, how are you? It's me, Deep Space Nectar. I appreciate you for coming back, and if you are new, welcome. Tap in, check me out. If you catch a vibe, show me some love, like and subscribe, okay? So this is going to be a message for both Capricorn and Aquarius. You could be a Capricorn with Aquarius placements. You could be an Aquarius with Capricorn placements. You could very well be on the Capricorn-Aquarius cusp. But I wanted to put out this message for the Capricorn and Aquarius energies, okay? It's maybe a short message. I don't know if I'm going to pull any cards yet, but I really wanted to talk about how Capricorn and Aquarius can really teach us about emotions, okay? And the Capricorn and Aquarius, I feel like, teaches us that there's layers to emotions, right? Like, there's layers to this shit, okay? It's like the depths of these layers too. It's like a never-ending onion, okay? I feel like we as human beings are like never-ending onions, okay? But particularly with Capricorn and Aquarius energy and emotions, right? You know, it's like Capricorn and Aquarius are not always so readily willing and able to share how they feel and want to kind of like let others in, okay? These signs are ruled by Saturn, okay? And Saturn is rigidity, restriction, maturity, lessons, hardship, okay? Pain at times too, okay? It's also endurance. You know, and there's almost like Capricorn and Saturn placements and energy kind of have to endure through some of the emotions, especially some of the more harder and difficult and painful emotions in life, right? But it's almost like these emotions set up Capricorn and Aquarius for greatness in a sense, okay? You know, I feel like we can learn this from these signs, all right? You know, it's like sadness is not just sadness. Pain is not just pain. Joy is not just joy. There's layers to them, and it's not just one or two layers. There's layers within the layers, okay? And it's like, you know, you can... I feel like when you ask a Capricorn or Aquarius placement how they're doing, you know, it's like, do you really want to know? You know what I mean? Because it's so much deeper than, you know, I'm doing okay, I'm doing fine, I'm feeling like shit, you know, like fuck this. It's so much deeper than that, okay? It's like, I feel like a lot of times too, these energies, these placements, they want to share, you know, and once they do find someone that they are comfortable with, that they can let their walls down, and they can, you know, share these intimate feelings and emotions in their life, they're often rejected because they're so misunderstood, okay, right? Because there's just such depth and just so many layers. It's like the layers just don't stop, okay? Yeah, I feel like it's just so much deeper than just what it is, okay? And they may be feeling one thing, but it's almost like there's waves and kind of gradual maturity of the emotions too, right? Saturn rules maturity, okay? You know, and I feel like a lot of the rejection of, you know, that Capricorn and Aquarius experience, right, is because we tend to keep our emotions to ourselves, right? And why? Because of that rejection. I think Capricorn and Aquarius energies tend to experience a lot of rejection, okay? I feel like these energies tend to experience a lot of feeling misunderstood, right? Like no one can really understand the complexities. There's the word that I was looking for. The complexities of the emotions, the complexities of the depths of the emotions, okay, right? It's just there's so much going on, okay, and it's really almost like it's very cerebral at times, okay? It's more cerebral than it is actual feeling, and that's where I feel like Capricorn and Aquarius energies placements can get a little jammed up, is when we focus too much on the cerebral and not enough on the balance of actually feeling it and moving it through the body, okay? I feel like, you know, at the end of the day with Capricorn and Aquarius placements and energies, it's like the ones who truly can understand their emotions, their complexities, their tendencies, truly are themselves, you know, and that's why that lone wolf energy comes out. That's why they feel the need to really almost, be towards themselves and kind of be by themselves, until they find someone whom they feel comfortable opening up with, right? But it's like a lot of times, even with that, there can be a lot of misunderstanding and rejection, okay? So yeah, I kind of just really wanted to explain that, that energy, because I find it really fascinating, okay? And I find that Capricorn and Aquarius placements and energies are often misunderstood and often overlooked, especially emotionally, right? Because of the complexity, okay? There's like a lot that goes into it, okay? It's like there's more that meets the eye, okay? It's not just one feeling. There's many, okay? It's almost like, in some sense, too, because these placements, because these energies feel like they are understood, and they feel like not many people are willing to kind of plunge into their complexities and kind of study them and really learn the intricacies, that it's almost like impractical, okay, in actually expressing emotions, because there's this feeling of like, oh, well, you're not going to understand anyways, so what's the point of unloading and putting oneself through that emotional dumping, okay? Not necessarily dumping, right? But it's like that emotional release. If it's almost like talking to a wall in the beginning, right? But not necessarily saying that someone trying to connect with one of these placements is viewed as a wall, okay? I hope you kind of pick up what I'm putting down here, right? It's not the immediate response for Capricorn Aquarius placements to be emotionally expressive, right? And I feel like there's reasons for that, okay? Think about Saturn, okay? Saturn is about maturity. Saturn rules time, okay? It takes a lot of time, okay, to get to know these placements. It takes a lot of time to learn these placements, right? And in return, these placements desire, in fact, sometimes even crave those that invest that time and that energy into truly getting to know them, into truly trying to see through some of their complexities and really understanding their true nature, okay? It's almost like these placements are very well versed in kind of controlling their emotions, okay? And embodying that nonchalant energy, okay? And I don't think that Capricorn and Aquarius placements are necessarily bad at expressing emotions, or that they don't want to, right? Or it's not something that they're fluid in. It's almost like there's a disinterest in it, in a sense, okay? It's almost like, what's the point, right? And I feel like if anything, if they're lucky, right, there's maybe one person that's super close to them that does understand them, that they can have that relation with too. But again, there's very much like this lone energy, okay? And it's like, I feel like with Capricorn and Aquarius placements, right, and these energies, I feel like it's not a question of being fearful of vulnerability, because I don't think that's on the table at all. I think these energies, these signs have no problem with being vulnerable. I think they will absolutely say what it is, right? It's just a matter of if they're interested in or not, right? Or if they see kind of a productivity within being vulnerable, right? A productivity within sharing, okay? There's a lot of, with Saturn, it's a lot of duty, it's a lot of responsibility, okay? And it's almost like emotional labor feels like that, right? But that doesn't mean that Capricorn or Aquarius energies and signs shy away from that duty or responsibility, okay? So yeah, that was just my little tangent on Capricorn and Aquarius. I love y'all. I love y'all energy. I hope you're having a wonderful day. So maybe I'll pull a card for you guys too. Yeah, I'll pull a fairy card for Capricorn, a fairy card for Aquarius. Just a little pick-me-up for you, okay? It kind of came to my realization, you know, I've been thinking about this a lot, you know, kind of like the, you know, the really, I feel like complexity is such a beautiful and matching word for Capricorn and Aquarius energy, okay? Especially when it regards emotions, emotional center, okay? There's such a complex nature to these signs, okay? That's often overlooked and really misunderstood, okay? Just call me the professional hype woman for Capricorn and Aquarius. I'm kidding. So let's get a fairy card for Capricorn, please. Fairy card for Capricorn, please. Thank you. Determination. Yeah. Capricorn will not shy away from determination, okay? And I feel like a Capricorn, when passionate, right? A passionate Capricorn, you can't stand in their way. Absolutely not. Nothing will stand in their way. Not time, not restrictions, nothing, okay? Determination is a passion for pursuit, leading you on a path of personal achievement, okay? Beautiful. Beautiful, Capricorn. Let's shuffle again. Let's get a card for Aquarius here, please. I feel like Capricorns may be determined to share what it is that they feel passionate about, right? But it's a matter of practicality, too. It's a matter of assessing the situation and being like, you know, is this really going to be practical in the grand scheme of things? Is this really necessary? Do I even care? Right? Not to be harsh, right? But do I even give a shit to express this? Right? Again, what's the practicality behind it? Okay, fairy card for Aquarius, please. Oh, you got two here, Aquarius. We got confidence and rejuvenation. Okay, confidence is having the belief in yourself to keep you going and the self-assurance to get you there, right? Again, with like that lone wolf energy, I feel like both Capricorn and Aquarius can be very confident as long as they are able to release and work through any feelings of, you know, imposter syndrome, because these signs are very prone to that as well, okay? But I feel like it's almost like confidence is like second nature to these signs, okay? Because of their belief in themselves, right? And a lot of times it's because of having to kind of go through many harsh lessons in life and having to just have to deal with things on their own, period, okay? But also knowing that they have the self-confidence within themselves in order to get there, okay? And we have rejuvenation, and you know what? I feel like this is for both of these signs, okay? And we have spirit on the bottom. So I'm going to take both of these as for both of these signs, okay? So this applies to both of you, all right? So rejuvenating the spirit will spark the desire to experience the greatness of life, okay? I feel like these signs are both, and these energies are not shy to pull back and not shy to, you know, really keep to themselves and take care of themselves in order to rejuvenate their spirit, okay? And of course, we have spirit here. Spirit is the flow of insight into true self. Absolutely. And then we have love on the bottom too. Okay, I feel like friendship is very important to Capricorn and Aquarius. I feel like love is as well. It's important to everybody, right? I just feel like there's so much complexities, so many layers, and just when you think you've hit some of the deeper layers, there are so many more that kind of just pop up, okay? So again, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you learned something. Feel free to comment below. I appreciate you. Thanks for being here. I love you, and until next time, take care.